Hey, I'm Justin Chamness, and welcome to the Real Estate Wholesalers Club. This is session number 4 of our 4 weeks to your first virtual co-wholesale accountability team. I'm glad everyone that can join us is here tonight. I know we've got Chris right here, Chris Stark on watching us, Brian, Ron. I also know we've had participating up until this point. I was talking to my title company guy the other day. I love him. His name is Dave Green over at Accurate Title, by the way. If you're in Kansas City and you want to close the deal, go over to Accurate Title. This guy is incredibly nice and he's a super knowledgeable guy. However, we were talking about the show last week, actually, and he was asking me some questions about some stuff. I said, hey, I see all the likes flying. Hey, what's up, Usman? What's up, Daniel? And I said, man, you know, the funny thing is I said, we've got people watching from all over the country. I said, you know, from like all 50 states. I said, not all 50 states, but man, we're broadcasting on 9 different platforms right now. And we've got people from San Antonio, Texas, Memphis, Tennessee, Boston, Massachusetts, people from the coast. What is it? The Crystal Coast or something like that in Florida. I don't know. Zip code 34950. Kansas City, Missouri in the house. Omaha, Nebraska, Houston, Texas, Riverside, California, San Diego, California, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Toledo, Ohio, Modesto, California, Charlotte, North Carolina, Miami, Florida, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Tulsa, Oklahoma. Welcome. Session number 4, virtual co-wholesale. Tonight, we're kicking it off. We're talking about the most unsuspecting, the one you wouldn't think about now. The most unsuspecting joint venture partner. We're going to jump into it tonight. Who is it? Oh, we got Orlando, Florida repping in the house. Ryan Webb from Toledo, Ohio repping in the house. I'm so gangsta. I'm so gangsta tonight. We're jumping into it. The most unsuspecting JV partner. Who is it? I'm going to tell you.
If you want to quick flip real estate, this is going to change your life.
That's right. We're here tonight to talk about virtual co-wholesaling. Hey, what's up, Kelly Johnson, Dustin, everybody? I'm so stoked that you're here. I have some wonderful things to share with you. We have been talking about virtual co-wholesale, and we're going to continue talking about virtual co-wholesale, and this being one of the easiest ways to get to your first deal. Let's go ahead and do a quick refresh on the process, the flow of a virtual co-wholesale deal. And we're going to start out by sharing the screen here, and I'm going to go to... Actually, you know, go to realestatewholesalersclub.com when you're not watching this video. And when you're there, check out all the free training. It's incredibly good. Check out the, and it's incredibly free, right? Also, you're going to want to take a look at this little pop-up that pops up after you've been on the page for about 10 seconds over there at realestatewholesalersclub.com. I freaking hate pop-ups. I hate them. But this one here is mine, okay? So it's okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate the gratitude. Hey, you know what? They say that your attitude predicts your altitude. You know, altitude like a plane. Is it going to fly up or fly into the ground and crash and burn? They say your attitude affects your altitude. Which direction you're pointing? Do you have an outlook upwards or do you have an outlook downwards? And gratitude, my friend, it is the absolute key ingredient to a great attitude that will keep your altitude soaring. All right. Hey, that's your little sound bite. But anyway, while you're at realestatewholesalersclub.com, go ahead and fill out that pop-up and get on our email list, because we will let you know when we are releasing brand new real estate wholesaler courses. And they're free. Okay. Because get it. This is the Real Estate Wholesalers Club, and that's just my thing. Okay, I love to do free stuff for people, so pop in your old email address and your name, and you know, I don't want to see any John Hancocks, okay? No John Hancocks. All right. Now, what I want to show you is if you click the button, sell your house to us on the Real Estate Wholesalers Club, you can see the flow of a joint venture co-wholesale deal like I've shown you before in the previous sessions. So now what it'll say here, if you say that you're going to, if you click the button, sell my property to the Real Estate Wholesalers Club, well, it's going to ask you, are you a homeowner or are you interested in being a joint venture co-wholesaler with us? And if you click that button right there, then it will take you to the appropriate page for joint venture co-wholesaling. And what that is what I've been showing you for the last several weeks. It is a place for you to plug in and joint venture with us, but it's also a place for you to see the flow, because believe it or not, I do explain on that page the flow, and you'll see it, you'll recognize it right away, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Again, my computer is a little slow because I'm live broadcasting right now, but this should look familiar to you. Step number one, verifying this. Of course, let me back up. This is assuming that you've done the work of building a cash buyers list, okay? A list of fix and flippers and landlord buyers, all right? And you have had some buyer conversations, all right? And it's also kind of predicated upon the idea that you have had some, success with disciplining your time and schedule to call the JV partner jumpstart list, okay? Which I'll show you a little bit about that again here shortly. But having done that, okay, and having built a cash buyers list and having found a joint venture partner, then you're looking at these steps, right? Number one, verify that JV partner actually has the property under contract. And now, again, this is an important step because remember, as a real estate wholesaler, you are not selling property deals. You are selling property deal contracts. You're a paper dealer, not a property dealer. Now, if you want to be a property dealer, you better go get a real estate license, okay? If you want to tell everybody that you're in the property business, okay, and that you sell properties, okay, now technically you need to go get a real estate license, but if you want to be a wholesaler and sell off property deals, the paper, okay, then that's fine. You don't have to have a license for that. Thank the Lord. Right? Because I don't want to have to go get a license and E&O insurance and whatever other stuff that is a requirement of, and pay a couple grand, maybe even a couple grand a year for, I don't know, association, dues and MLS access and on and on and on and on. I personally do not want to do that. And as a real estate wholesaler, guess what? I don't. Okay? Perfect for me. But I do need to verify that my JV partner has that property under contract, because I'm not allowed to market properties, okay? And if you get kickback from your JV partner on this topic, then you need to say, hey, I'm not allowed to market properties. I'm not a realtor, but I can market paper, the contract, right? And so that makes a lot more sense to guys when you explain it like that. So that's why I'm asking you if I can see the paper. I want to know the paper exists, right? And I want to keep myself safe, because I need to know that somebody has a paper on this deal. There's an equitable interest somewhere involved in this thing, right? Okay, number two, establish that conversation, having a conversation with that JV partner about the fee. Okay, are you guys splitting it 50-50? That's what I like. Okay, in fact, if you come to me and you bring a property deal to me, I'll joint venture with you and I'll split the fee with you, whatever the fee is, 60-40. You get the 60, I get the 40. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Maybe. Crazy cool. I want to do deals with you over and over and over and over again, man. I'm not dumb. I'd rather cough up that extra 10% that no one else in town will, right? Just so I know that you're going to keep bringing those deals and I'm going to keep selling them for you, and we're going to keep making that money, Mr. JV partner, Mrs. JV partner. Number three, I'm going to market that property contract. See, it says we market the contract to our network of buyers. Step number four, one of our buyers steps up. We provide that buyer for the contract, right? We're not talking about properties here. We're talking about contracts, paper, right? Number five, Our JV agreement, that's another piece of paper that's in this course. And if you're looking for that paper, go to realestatewholesalerclub.com and go down to the advanced wholesaler courses that are free. Okay, it's free. Don't start sweating, okay? Don't get nervous in the service. That's what my dad would say. He's a minister, by the way. And anyway, yeah, just go. It's free. Don't have to worry about that. And then when you get there, you'll find that it's in module format, all of the steps here that we've covered in the 4 sessions and the appropriate corresponding agreements like the joint venture agreement, the buyer information sheet, so on and so forth, okay? An assignment agreement. Everything that you need to do this is located there. Okay. Step number 6, when your buyer buys, then you and your JV partner get paid. Now that's what we're all going for right there. That's it. We all want to get paid, don't we? It's all about getting that money. So let's do that. Let's get that money. Ryan Webb says he's got to go to work. Hey man, I appreciate your good vibe. You got a great vibe going, man. Ryan, I love you, and you know that, dude. Go ahead, go to work, man. You do what you need to do. Take care of your family. Come back, catch this replay. Let's get fired up. Let's make it happen, man. Kelly Johnson says, no, I'm just a good guy. He about crap. They about crap. When you said that in an earlier podcast, that's awesome. I'll be in touch, brother. Hey, dude, I appreciate it. Kelly, I'm sorry, man. I cannot tell from your name or your profile picture because it's so small on my little phone here if you're a male or a female, or if I'm just like slamming people into gender norms tonight because I'm a crazy boy. Is that what's up? I don't know. I love you, Kelly. Whoever you are. Thanks. Marie's got a good question, and we're going to jump into questions. Let's go ahead and do questions right now. Yeah, we got question and answer time. If you want to ask questions, please put it in the chat or the comment section of whatever platform you may be viewing from tonight. Hey, and by the way, today happens to be the day of filming. This live broadcast is Memorial Day. Hey, so props to all of you guys out there who are servicemen and women. Thank you for all that you have done for us. I could not be doing what I'm doing today with the freedom to do whatever I want and say whatever I want on camera if some of my fellow countrymen had not been willing to give their lives. They gave it all. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you. And thank you to the families who also suffered some of those losses. God bless you. I love you, and I appreciate you and your commitment and your sacrifice. It has not gone forgotten, and we are grateful. So thank you. God bless. Hey, question number 1 tonight. Is it a good idea to work with realtors? As JV partners, I'm assuming you're asking, or as realtors bringing buyers, or realtors bringing property deals to you looking for buyers? And the answer to that question is absolutely yes. The only advice I would give you, Marie, is make sure that you do the steps that I just went through, and make sure that you are having a conversation with the realtor about how he's going to be paid or she's going to be paid and how you're going to be paid. Because realtors have a lot of I'm sorry, I'm getting caught up with the questions. They're just flying in. They have a lot more things to consider in their property deal doings than you do as a wholesaler. In other words, pretty much as a wholesaler, what you need to do is make sure that you get the concept that you're not selling property deals, you're selling contracts for property deals. And a realtor, though, they have a broker to consider. They have other paperwork to consider, other rules and regulations and things. And so when I have joint ventured in the past with realtors, I have just straight up asked them, hey, as a realtor, you have special things that need to happen for you to keep things straight and legal. And I'm not aware of those because I am not a realtor. I am not a licensed real estate agent. So with that, being out here on the table, can you tell me, yes, I'm willing to do this, but how is it that we need to do this in a proper and appropriate way for you to be able to be paid and for me to be able to be paid and keep your broker happy and everything else, everybody else moving along, harmoniously, right? It works out just fine. Typically, if you ask that question, the realtor will tell you exactly what he or she wants and needs to do and how this can be done. And if they don't know for sure, then you can go to your coach or mentor on the Real Estate Wholesalers Club Facebook page and ask, and we'll tell you. We'll tell you how. Okay. Or at least we'll give it a good, shot, right? All right. Yeah, Kelly Johnson is a male, by the way. Hey, man, thanks for straightening that out for me. I appreciate it, dude. I mean, I feel embarrassed now for being such an idiot. And, I don't know, man. I should just go to commercial. Hey, so I'm back at the title company again. And I'm here to close another double escrow deal and get paid. I just got off the phone, however. It was a coaching call. A member of our group on Facebook. And I just wanted to take a minute and talk about this because sometimes, as a coach, I meet people that it's just like there's a connection, like immediately. And you sense something as a coach, and I've been doing this a long time. And you sense something as a coach in that person that the only way you can describe it is you sense greatness. Like for a split second, like my eyes are opened and I can see what this person could be if they just believed in themselves enough to put some corresponding action to it in a consistent way. I'm mind blown sometimes by what I see in you people. A lot of you look up to me, but the reality is that you don't need to be looking up to me. You need to be looking inside you. Because I'm telling you, for those of you who have been here and stuck it out, and you can't get this out of your head and out of your heart to do this real estate wholesaling thing, inside you, there's greatness. You need to learn more about you. Some of you know more than you need to know about real estate and real estate wholesaling. Now, there's always more to learn, but some of you know way more than it takes to get started. What you know too little of is about yourself and about the greatness in you. Take a minute this week. Get away from the partners and the spouses and the kids and the jobs and the hectic schedule. Take 1 hour this week and think about and meditate on who it is that you know you can become. I'm telling you, there's only one word to describe it. Greatness. All right, let's get back to the show. Hey. Hey, greatness. Do you believe that? Do you believe that's inside you? Do you believe you have greatness inside you? Somebody wants to know where I got my shirt. Where did you get your shirt? That's an excellent question, and I wish I could remember for sure. But I think I got my shirt at a garage sale. I think I did. I can't remember for sure, but I think I got it at a garage sale. I liked it too, man. And it was in great, like brand new shape when I got it. I don't know if you guys know that that doing real estate wholesaling is you can do that with anything. So me and my wife, we retail arbitrage our butts off too. I mean, we make money flipping anything and everything. Houses is just one piece of it for us. And we do that, but we flip all kinds of things. I flip instruments, I flip t-shirts, I flip coins. I flip whatever, That's just how we roll around here. But anyway, yeah, hey, nice to see you guys coming in. We got new people joining us. We are talking about virtual co-wholesaling tonight, and I'm about to explain to you who the unsuspecting JV partner is. And before I get into that, we are going to show you a quick commercial about who that JV partner potentially is. And I want your eyes to open to the possibilities of your greatness.
Are you good at finding junk houses? We should know each other. Low Price Bargain Properties and its affiliates offer exclusive off-market residential property deals to professional investors, domestic and international, so they can do what they do best. And right now, I'm looking for 10 people ASAP to get paid $500 to $1,000 per house they find that looks like a steal, a deal, or a junky mess, and we or our investors buys it. No experience necessary, available immediately, serious people only. Again, I'm a local cash investor, and I need help finding houses that meet my criteria. This is a great way to help our community and earn some serious cash. I'll provide free training, and there is no obligation. Get started today. For more information, please fill out the form on this page. We look forward to speaking with you.
Do you get it? Did you get it? Have you picked up on who it is? Do you know who your unsuspecting JV partners are also, besides the other wholesalers in town? I hope you have. Hey, it's bird dogs. That's right, bird dogs. That's just like random people in the community. That's post office workers. That's firemen. That's garbage truck people, right? That's the UPS guy. That's people that are driving around your neighborhood that see and know junk properties all around, and they can tell you exactly where they are. That's bird dogs. And you pay them like $500 or $1,000 when they bring you a deal that works for your buyer, and you make money. How cool is that? That's pretty doggone cool, huh? Has anybody ever thought about, instead of just looking at the co-wholesale jumpstart list, also looking at putting ads up and doing marketing to get everybody in the community looking for deals for you? Guys, that is exactly how it's done. You create a team in your market area, a team of relationships that you've developed with other wholesalers that have property deals that they get, right? That they put under contract, and they want to sell those contracts off. So yes, you are building relationships with other wholesalers, but guess what else you can do? You can build relationships with other people who aren't even in the industry of real estate and use them as what we call in the real estate business Bird dogs, right? Bird dogs. Hey, that's a great question. Has anybody gotten a property deal this month from a JV partner that they have either already sold the paper to their cash buyers or they are looking to sell paper to their cash buyers, but you've got the property deal from the JV partner? If that's you, I want you to go ahead and chime in because I want to see some names and stuff. I'm trying to pay attention to the chat tonight too. Somebody asked me what retail arbitrage is. That's funny. Retail arbitrage is actually where you pick up anything and then you flip it. You sell it for more money, typically on Facebook Marketplace or eBay or something like that. So, for example, if I had bought this shirt, let's say I had this shirt for sale at a garage sale, and Marie comes by and she buys this from me for 50 cents, and then she goes and puts it on eBay and sells it for 15. Okay. Now, you can do that with all different kinds of price ranges and so on and so forth, but that's retail arbitrage, and it can be anything. Okay, Ron. Anyway, off our subject tonight, however, but, you know, it is something that I do. But anyway, bird dogs. Getting bird dogs. This is also something that you need to be working on. How do you get bird dogs? Well, I just showed you a commercial that I had made at Fiverr.com. Okay, I wrote that script on a piece of paper. I translated it into an email, and then I had the guy make it on Fiverr.com. And what it is he's asking for anybody out there that knows junk houses or where they are, if they want to get paid $500 to $1,000, if me or my buyers buys it, then send those property deals on in. It's a great way for retirees, for, like I said, postal workers, for garbage truck people, for folks that, like firemen that go around, they know their neighborhoods, police officers, other folks that know the neighborhood. It's a great way for them to make side cash. Why would you want to rob them of that opportunity by not offering it to them? And why would you want to rob yourself and your business of the opportunity of doing more deals by networking with people that live and breathe and eat and walk and traverse that neighborhood over those zip codes over and over and over again, right? Hey, Gene. Hey, Matt. It's good to see everybody here. I'm thankful for everybody that's watching tonight. Talking about bird dogs. Bird dogs are simply beginner joint venture partners. And I say beginner because they're not really wholesalers. What they are just normal people in the community, okay? And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put an ad on Craigslist, and you're going to want to say, hey, just exactly what I said just a minute ago, and also in that commercial I played you, that what we're talking about here is paying $500 or to $1,000 for each property deal that anyone can bring us, right? And we buy it, right? Now, you're going to have people that pick up on that ad on Craigslist, and I've put it in the for sale by owner section, by the way. That's where I've put it, and maybe that's against the policy of Craigslist, but, you know, that's what I did. So, spank me. Spank me, Craigslist. Spank me, Craigslist. No, don't spank me, Craigslist. No, Craigslist. Don't spank me. You know what I'm talking about with Craigslist being like the biggest dog on the corner? You don't want to mess with Craigslist. Craigslist will shut you down. Craigslist will ghost you. Craigslist will make it look like you're there, but you ain't anywhere. So you better try to abide by the policies of Craigslist, but put it in the for sale by owner section if you think you can get away with it, and I think you can. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at a few things here. I want to make aware some of you are already aware, but some of you perhaps not so aware that there are some pretty awesome tools over here at the realestateWholesaler'sClub.com. Okay? Now, I made available to the folks in this session some advanced wholesaler tools, and some tools I did not make available for free. One in particular, and that is the zip code market research, right? Normally I sell this for $27 because it takes me and my team time, okay, to put this specific data together for folks that want to know their market area. Now, the one I did make available to you is the Co-Wholesale Jumpstart list, right? Everybody got that for the most part that said they wanted it at the time. And that window, my friends, has closed. Let's take a look at the data. This is data for Memphis, Tennessee. Usman is going into Memphis, Tennessee, and you can see he has lots of zip code possibilities here. But in Memphis, we've ranked the zip codes by activity. And I'll show you the kind of activity I'm talking about. You can see it says the zip code, it says the city, it says the median income, it says the median home value, it tells us what the future appreciation of that zip code is, it tells us the price to rent ratio. That's a big deal for landlord investor buyers. You need to know if this is a good landlord neighborhood or not. All cash sales. 70 in the top zip code of Memphis, Tennessee. 70. Right? That means that 70 times last month an investor stepped up and paid cash for a property in that zip code. That is where your buyers want to buy. You can see in the next zip code down, it was 49, and then 41, and then 36, and then 32. These are the hot zip codes. This is the information that indicates to you what your buyers are looking for and where. Okay? It also tells you the abandoned houses. There's 855? Yeah, no kidding, no kidding, no kidding. 855 abandoned houses in that zip code. Last month, there were 24. This is for the last 30 days, Usman. 1 month, brother. 1 month. Foreclosures, there were 24 last month in that zip code. Isn't that wild? That information is important to you because it gives you the mindset and direction that your buyers already possess, okay? It also tells you what neighborhoods you need to be looking in for JV partners. All right, while I'm at it, you're looking at the JV Jumpstart Co-Wholesale list, Co-Wholesale Jumpstart list that's right there on realestateWholesaler'sClub.com. Right? Yep, Usman said you could buy it for $27. Yeah, you can. And my team will put it together for you. This is a list of all the wholesalers that we can come up with in Memphis, Tennessee. Of course, you can pick your market area, so on and so forth. And I'm about to jump right into an important question that I got this week. And it's very necessary that we talk about this because everybody's going to run into this problem. Ron wants to know if it's still free. It's not still free, Ron. But you know, Ron, send me a private message. I'll see if I can hook you up. I'll see if I can hook you up, man. All right, the question that came in is why are these JV partners sending me a bunch of shit? I've got nothing good to sell any of my buyers. There you go, Usman. I've had people contact me this week and say, how come these property deals these guys are sending me looks like just a big pile of crap? I mean, I gotta get something better than this, don't I? I mean, how am I gonna sell this crap? Yes, yes, yes. That tells you a couple different things, folks. Number one, it tells you that your property JV deal partner, maybe he's not as good as he thinks he is. And maybe you need to find another one. Or maybe you just need to pass on this deal and keep looking at him because he's going to get better. Or number two, and here's what I really believe, guys. I really believe this. And this is what makes me good at this. This is the gold nugget, and I've saved it for session 4. The gold nugget is, if you have great buyers, you can outsell the pants. I mean, literally outsell the pants off these crap-ass property deal contracts.
Carlos here from Galveston. Just wanted to give you a little video, a testimonial of my appreciation to you, for everything you've done, from, doing those live videos up to recording them and also having all that content you have in your Facebook page and your group. It's appreciated because we can go anytime during the day or night whenever we have a chance to go and pretty much just review everything that you mentioned on this video. So it's greatly appreciated. I'm inspecting one of these historic houses here in Galveston, and it gives me a time to see and pretty much drive and see if there's out there my first deal out there that we can work together to do that first JV and get things going. So I appreciate everything you do. Thank you. I'm sure everybody out there is taking advantage of the information that you put out there and your wealth of knowledge and experience, to say the least. So, thanks again. Can't wait to get started on that first deal and then start rolling after that, man. Don't get discouraged. I'm sure that once you start getting people getting deals and moving along, I'm sure the group's I hope the group grows 10 times as big as it is right now. So anyway, thanks a lot. Take care of yourself, and we'll keep on keeping in touch on Facebook. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, this is exactly the point that I want to make. It is that, if you've got buyers, and I mean real buyers, and I'm not talking about every swinging, fixing, flipping dude in town. I'm not talking about the 70%ers. Okay, the guys that, when you do your maximum allowable offer, you're doing the 70% equation. You know what I'm talking about? All you guys out there who went through the basic training before you jumped right into this one, you know about the maximum allowable offer and the 70% equation. Well, if you're one of those guys doing that, then I want you to know there's buyers that'll pay more than the 70%. That is the fix and flipper. That is the base price. That is exactly how you calculate a maximum allowable offer. But I'm here to tell you, there's better ways of making money than just dealing with the fix and flippers at 70%. And if you're looking at your JV partners deals and they're sitting at 75 and 80% and you're scratching your head and you're going, man, I just got crappy deals. The fact of the matter is you might just have a crappy buyer's list. You might have a great buyer's list. In fact, You've just not spent any time developing relationships with any of them, so you don't know. You didn't talk to them. You skipped lesson number 2. You didn't do your homework. And so now you've got a buyer's list, but you don't know if they buy at 70. You assume they buy at 70 because, hey, everybody buys at 70. Good economy, bad economy, no economy. It doesn't matter. They're buying at 70%, global warming or not. 70%, baby. That's it. But there's lots of other people out there, landlords. I see landlords paying 80%, 85%, and sometimes 90%. You might have some sitting on your list. That's why I said build relationships with those buyers, okay? Anytime you're looking at JV partners property deals that they let you JV on and you're thinking they're crappy, some of them are. That's why that dude didn't sell that stuff. I'm trying to not cuss, you know, that kind of thing. You probably do need to just go ahead, call your buyers list, see if they buy at 70, 80, 85%. Find the ones that buy at 85% and build a relationship with them. Then you're selling deals nobody else can sell. Woo! Doesn't that sound good? Oh my God. I'm here to tell you, man, some of you guys are just out there right now trying to come up with ways to think yourself out of this like it does not work. I'm here to tell you it does. It works.
And now, story time.
Hey, I just wanted to talk a minute real quick about something I saw on Facebook today. Not in our group, not in the Real Estate Wholesalers Club group, but in a different group that was all about real estate wholesaling on Facebook. And, you know, this guy was commenting about needing a mentor and needing some guidance and some step-by-step direction. And somebody actually from our group commented and said, hey, you ought to go check us out over here at the Real Estate Wholesalers Club. And, you know, the guy commented, he said, well, I'm watching to see the 4-week accountability team, how any of the students do. To, you know, before I try to go over and try it myself. I want to see if anybody else has any success. Ha! Man, it made me really, I wanted to so bad. I wanted to so bad, but I didn't. I restrained myself, and I should feel probably proud of that. But I wanted to put down there so bad, well, hey, buddy, you know, you're not the kind of guy we're looking for anyway. And the reason why is because you're the kind of guy that's just going to sit there and watch other people do things. And then when they don't, you're going to say, well, I can't do it either. And then if they do, you're still going to say, I can't do it either. And there's some reason why they have. You know, you're just really lying to yourself, and you're wasting your time, and you're wasting everybody else's time. Because I know what? You know what I know? I know this stuff works. I know it works. I just went to the title company. I'm sitting in the parking lot right now. I don't know if you can see that, but see, it says paid to the order of, baby. Eagle Beaver Capital. That's one of mine, right? You see, it says excess cash at close. You can't tell me it doesn't work. You can't tell me it doesn't work because I know I already made my shut up money. How about you? That's what I'm talking about, getting to that shut up money. I'm not trying to be funny or rude. I'm trying to say, hey, you know, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Like Kanye, you can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't you want that? Don't you want that for you? I know you do. I know you do. And I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I got 2 2-year degrees. 2 + 2 does not equal 4. I am not an educated guy like that. But I get that money like this, see? You can't tell me nothing. That is absolutely true. I am not special in any way whatsoever. I do not have a great education. I do not have rich parents or even parents that I would consider more than just maybe middle class and rural. And that's what's up. I didn't start with a silver spoon in my mouth, man. Matter of fact, I started in the hole, probably. And I know a lot of you probably can relate. Joint venture co-wholesaling has saved me and my family more times than I can remember when it comes to paying the bills and having money to do this and that and to live our lives, to have some freedom, okay? Now, do we do other things? Yes, we bank-own wholesale. We do that. We love to do that. Okay, we do all kinds of other things too. Next month, we've got bank-owned wholesaling 4 weeks. You should be on it. And until then, you should be focusing on building buyer relationships in your market area. And you should be focused on building joint venture partner relationships with other wholesalers in your market area. And you should be building relationships and marketing for bird dogs in your area. It's simple. All they got to do is email you the property deal. And you'll send them $500 on PayPal if you or your buyer buys it. Pretty easy. You'd be amazed how many people want to do it. I put an ad on Craigslist. I said I'm a real estate investor and I need property deals. If you can find property deals or you know abandoned properties that are ugly and need repair, that no one lives in, no one cares about anymore, then send them to me. I want you to know I had almost 90 people respond. Put them in the local swap shop Facebook groups. Put ads there, put posts there that say, hey, I'm looking for these kind of deals, and people that'll send them to me. I'll pay. Put them in the swapping shops. Put them in the local classified, in the for sales, in the Facebook marketplace, in the Craigslist, in the other marketplaces that are in your area, the letgo.com, the offerup.com. Put it everywhere. And you will have people bringing you property deals to look at. Some of them you'll have to contract yourself, and some of them you can joint venture. It's not rocket science. And if it were rocket science, I would not be able to do it. Because I'm not a rocket scientist, see? I'm not a rocket scientist. I don't even know the first thing about rockets. But I was thinking about changing the name of this whole thing to Rocket REI. What do you think about that? Rocket REI. Does that sound better than Motion REI? Probably not. Probably not. I like Motion REI. Maybe we should just stick to Motion REI instead of Rocket REI. All right, we're about to sign off, guys. It's been 4 weeks. I've laid it out there. I've told you how to dominate your market with virtual co-wholesale. Go back and rewatch. And every time you rewatch, put corresponding actions with what I'm saying, with what you're understanding I'm saying. And every time you do that, you'll get more understanding. But the opportunities to joint venture are endless. Endless. There is no end to it. Are there any other questions before we sign out tonight? It's a holiday. Go eat a hamburger and a hot dog, right? Go eat that hamburger and that hot dog. Get it in you. and like Leon Lush says, hip thrust that like button and hit that bell notification while you're at it. Ring them bells. All right. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Usman. Thank you, everybody. I love you guys. Go get them bird dogs. Go get them JV partners. Take over your marketplace. I know you can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. Do you believe in you? That's the biggest question in the house right now. Do you believe in you? Because you've got all the tools. You've got everything you need. Hey, let me explain it like this real quick before I jump off here. Real quick. Let me back out of here. Yes. You've got everything you need, all the tools, all the training. It's free at realestatewholesalersclub.com. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger and you. Do you remember when Arnold Schwarzenegger wasn't like old? And he had like huge muscles. That dude was freaking huge, man. He came to my high school when I was in like 10th grade. He was a beast. I mean, golly. That dude was massive. And you know the thing about him and me? I've got every muscle he has. You got every muscle I got. He's just worked his out a little more than I have. He's just been disciplined with his more than I have. He just put more time in it. He put more hustle in it. He invested more talent into it than I have. But I got the same stuff. You got the same stuff I got in the wholesaling business. You got it all. Every muscle that I got in the wholesaling business, you got. I've just spent a little bit more time working mine out. I've just spent a little bit more time making my calls and having my conversations and building my relationships. If some of you were able to commit yourself to 2 years of doing nothing but serious, determined focus and discipline on building cash buyer relationships, joint venture partners and bird dogs, and learning how to bank on wholesale, you'd never have another day in your life where you'd be broke. You'd never be looking for a job ever again. Matter of fact, when anybody ever even mentioned about you not having a job, you'd just sit back and chuckle. Hey, thanks for watching. But don't forget to post, introduce yourself, tag a friend, like us, leave a comment, subscribe, share this video. Just do something. Don't just sit there. There's all that money out there. You gotta get going, get in motion. This is Motion Real Estate.